Okay, Eh-MMB here, YouTube video number 1, to talk to you about Dreamcatchers. So, I made this Dreamcatcher this week, and I started it on Thursday. And I tend to, projects. I make projects. I'm a crafter. You can find the stuff out about me maybe as the time goes on because I'm starting this YouTube channel, YouTube video number 1. So, Dreamcatcher here. And I made this starting on Thursday, and I finished it yesterday, which was Saturday. Today's Sunday. And I made it because I have this student. So I work in this school, and I have this student in the bit of the school where students have been excluded from the main school. And maybe that's relevant, maybe it isn't. And so it was this girl's birthday, and she got a Dreamcatcher kit from her friend. She didn't get a real Dreamcatcher, which I thought it was amazing. I was like, what a creative gift for a 15-year-old to give to another 15-year-old. Oh, I meant to time this, because who wants to listen to anyone for longer than 5 minutes? But I'll try to make it less than 5 minutes. I'll tell my story. So she got this Dreamcatcher kit, which I thought was amazing. And also I thought it was amazing that she knew what a Dreamcatcher was. So I'm Canadian. I don't live in Canada. I live in flippin' Manchester, and I work in East Manchester in this neighborhood where you would have thought maybe people had never heard of Dreamcatchers, but they have, and she knew what it was, and it was a Dreamcatcher to catch her dreams about her love that she has for this superstar, but that's this whole other thing. So she was going to open it and make it. She was like, oh, miss, I can't make this Dreamcatcher. And I was like, go, of course you can. I wanted to encourage her because that's my job. But I also was worried because look at all these little bits and all these little pieces, and there's beads and feathers and loads of stuff. So I was like, oh God, maybe she'll open it and lose lots of stuff, or start it and not finish it, because it takes a little bit of concentration. So I offered to make it for her. I was like, do you want me to take it home and make it? And she said, oh, miss, would you? And she was actually wanted me to. And I kind of, didn't want to take the opportunity from her from doing it. But anyway, so I did. So I took it home and I started it. But I know myself fairly well, and I'm notorious for starting projects and not finishing them. So I started it on Thursday, and I was like, wow, this is really harder than I thought. And just because it's a little bit fiddly, you got to wrap all those bits around, and then you got to wrap the cobwebby bit around, and then the instructions. Oh, I threw the instructions out. They're just pictures, of what to do. So anyway, so I did it, and I made this Dreamcatcher, and it's lovely. And I was going to post a picture of it on Instagram because I was quite pleased with the craftsmanship of it, and I thought it was really nice. But then I had this vision of all these haters getting back to me and being like, cultural appropriation, and you shouldn't be making Dreamcatchers, and you're this white girl, and why are you making all this stuff? So I had this argument with all these haters in my head for having this Dreamcatcher about this girl who lives in East Manchester, and maybe West Gordon, maybe in Beswick, I don't know, postcode M11, maybe she'll never leave the postcode, who knows, and she knows what a Dreamcatcher is, and her friend bought her this kit, which was really nice, and I just thought it was a really lovely gift. So all you haters out there who think this is cultural appropriation, forget it. Imagine this native custom that comes from Canada that people, we don't know about cultural appropriation over here. They're just, small town, not small town, but so anyway, there was my rant. I told it before, and anyway, there it is, Dreamcatcher. Enjoy.